welcome to my channel. My name is Lizzie. I hope you're doing well. I've been down and out for about 6 days. I was born with kidney issues. It pops up from time to time, and I got another infection, and it's been horrible, but today is the first day I've been up in like 6 days, and I got out of the house and feeling a little bit better. I even took a walk today, so I came back to work and we are here with a deceased loved one, or connect to your deceased loved one reading, I should say, because I meant to do that on Friday, but then my kidney infection took over and I was like, I couldn't even sit, like I was just pacing, and then the next day I couldn't move and I couldn't get out of bed, so it was either pacing or laying down. I was like going between the two. But anyway, I want you to vibe to your stickers. I also did a song, so I'm going to tell you the song to help you pick as well. Let me just make sure I put the right songs with the right piles. And I did pre-draw your stack, but I do stuff live for you too. You know, I like to do that for you. But to save a little time, because this is more focused on healing messages. This is your loved one coming in to give you the messages you need right now for your personal development, your life situations. This isn't necessarily talking about how they died or connecting messages other than your life and what's good for you. I'm just going to try to narrow it down for you. I will try to do another one on Friday, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully my health holds out. I will let you know if I have to take a few more days off, but for the most part, I'm up and moving, so usually that means end is near. Alright, so pile 1, the sticker is, I just need iced coffee. That time of year. And your song is Love by Nat King Cole. Weird songs I channeled for these groups, but if it calls to you, that's your pile. Pile number 2 is It's Okay Not to Be Okay. It's okay to not be okay. We're also going to change the background tomorrow because I'm sick of looking at this one. It's been a minute. We need a change. And your song is Ed Sheeran, Bad Habits. And pile number 3 is Give Yourself Grace. And your song is Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen. So apparently all of these songs is a message from Spirit to you. It might be your loved one coming through. It might just be Spirit. It could be about what's going on in your life. It could just really hit home, or it could be a hint at what's coming. So the song will hit you in the right way if you pick the right pile. So let me do this one more time for you. Once you pick your pile, go to the description box below. I timestamp it for you, and I will see you at your pile. But here is pile 1. I just need iced coffee. And your song is Love by Nat King Cole. And it fell right on your pile for you. Pile 2 is It's Okay to Not Be Okay. Whatever. It's okay to not be okay, people. And your song is Ed Sheeran, Bad Habits. And pile number 3 is Give Yourself Grace. And your song is Call Me Maybe, Carly Rae Jepsen. I don't know why I want to do that every time I say that song. Alright, I'll see you at your pile, everyone. Hey, okay, I was like, oh, did it come on? I'm not going to edit this tonight, so I fucked up. Sorry, pile 1. You are I Just Need Iced Coffee. And your song is Love by Nat King Cole. Don't mind my chicken scratch. I wrote it fast. Alright, let's put that over there. Alright, so I'm going to do, if I could just stop saying alright. I've been catching myself for days. Like just sitting there by myself saying, alright. Why? I feel like Spirit keeps saying that to me. It's coming out in your reading, so maybe I just heard Matthew McConaughey, alright. So this is why I've been saying it for days. Pile 1, it's relevant to your story somehow. Alright, so we're going to do channeled cards live and something new live as well. But let's do these cards first to get them out of my way. Whoa. Hey now, Spirit. Somebody just drank something bubbly. It felt like when you drink soda or something. Maybe this person is just feeling bubbly for you. Two more. All right. So this is something new I made. It's just like my fortune cookie tarot, but I cut it out from magazines. So they're just like sayings that caught my eye. Let's see if anything comes out for your reading. Oh, the big one wanted to come out. It practically came out itself. Just trying to mix it up for you. Okay. Smells like a magazine. Weird. I used to smell library books when I was a kid. Is that a thing? Like, am I the only weirdo in the world that likes the smell of a library book? I'm like, it smells again. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a writer. But, okay, let's get into your channeled messages. Every part of every kind of love has some pain in it. So nothing is easy about love, especially death, and nothing about relationships in any form is ever easy, whether you're a teacher and your relationship is with students, or you're the student and your relationship is with the teacher, boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, person you're living with, co-worker, boss, employee, every kind of relationship. There's some pain in it, there's some anguish, there's some kinks to work out, there's arguments to be had. Nothing is smooth sailing, okay? And if it is, it's short-lived. This is a connection you have had over many lifetimes, and you'll have them again, believe it. Okay, so this person, with your L.O.V. Nat King Cole song, I feel like they're coming through with some love messages here. So I'm not really sure if the spirit is the one that you've had connection with. I'm getting like a really sharp pain in my forehead and it kind of hurts. What the hell? Spirit. It's like right where my third eye is. There's like bing, a pain right here. Ow. I'm not sure if you have had a love connection with someone like a twin flame situation and they're pushing you towards love, or this spirit that died. If they were a love interest, I feel like then, yes, that would be true. You had many lifetimes with them and you'll have it again. But if this is like a family member, I feel like they're pushing you towards love. A new phase is beginning. Empty all the junk out of your trunk. It's about to get good. Yeah, you got a new love interest coming in. You got to get over your relationship issues and prepare for the one, the spirit is saying. Love is not always easy. So this is going to be a very difficult love to come together. You feel like there's a lot of steps or a lot of things in the way. It's going to be a challenge, but nothing easy is worth it, to be honest. It always comes at too high of a price, and if it is easy in the beginning and that's just the honeymoon phase, it's short-lived. Like I said, you're gonna it's not all bad and it's not all good. It's a happy medium. That's the honest truth about any relationship. If you don't start laughing and smiling, your face will get stuck like that forever. So you've been a little miserable, the spirit is saying. A little grumpy, a little scroogey. It happens. You are so loved on this side. You have guides and light. Everything will be all right. So yeah, you have your own guides. You could be a tarot card reader or somebody who communicates with spirit as well. If you can't get it out of your mind, there's either more to learn or it's meant to be there. You can't get someone out of your mind, they said. Ooh. I heard dun, 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 dun. Uh-oh. Where's this going? They think of you just as much as you think of them. Your soulmates. This is your one. You wanted a sign from me, and here it is. You've been asking the spirit, is this my one? Should I go towards this person? Is this real? Yep. The spirit's coming in hardcore. This is your one with the fuck are you doing? That's basically what they're saying. Probably not that mean. I just put some New York on it for you. You have a very big purpose in this life. Stop fighting it. You know it and you feel it. You're being stubborn. You're being a stubborn face. The Spirit just said, ow, what the ow? What happened to this person's head? They're like flicking me in the third eye or something. Ow. No one can always see the unsteady ground they step into. So in your past relationships, I think you thought they were your one, like you were absolutely sure, and then you're like, whoa, this is not it. I've been there about 3 times. It's annoying. It happens to us all. That's how you appreciate the real ones. And I tell you, I can spot them 10 paces out. Like, well, I ain't got time for that shit. Bye. But it's because I went through them 3, what the fuck am I doing? Situations. That's how you learn. It's not a fault. Like, you aren't bad at picking them because you're meant to pick the wrong ones first, if that makes sense. Like, nobody, well, I can't say nobody because that's not true. There's been very rare circumstances in this life that, like, and they're always strange. Like, they met and got married in 3 days and then they spent 90 years together. It's like weird, kooky circumstances. Or they met in kindergarten and they dated all the way through high school, never dated nobody else, got married. Like, it happens that way, but it's very, very rare that you get it right the first time. It's basically what I'm saying. No one can, I just read that. Jesus H. You never stop growing or learning. Jesus, why do I keep saying Jesus? This one hurts. Like, I can't get my thoughts in order. Maybe this person had dementia. There's also like some dizziness in there. But really, it's just like somebody's doing this to my third eye. Boing, boing, boing. Or maybe they're a pranker. Or you got some bad juju trying to stop your readings. You never stop growing or learning. You never stop getting roadblocks or adversity. You can't please everyone. Lessons every day. There's always one to learn. Learn it and keep growing. So we learn lessons every day. Don't get hung up on your failures. Don't be like, I'm such a fuck up. I'm just going to continue to fuck up. Well, that's what you're going to manifest because that's negative thinking. Be like, all right, I fucked up. It happens. I'm human. Sue me. What did I learn from this? I learned that this kind of lover is a shit sandwich that I don't want to eat. Check, check. Let's keep moving. You have to clean out your suitcase because your good lover, the one that you want, that's going to make you happy and fill your suitcase up with some really cool, like, travel gifts and what have you. The things that you want in your suitcase. You got to get rid of all this, woe is me energy that I'm feeling. But that happens when your heart is broken. Like, that woe is me stays there for a while. And sometimes we get out of it and then we go back in and wallow in some more. And then we get ourselves up and then it's like an ebb and flow. I just feel like this is a final brush off. Like, you just got to get to the point where my one is coming. I know it. I believe it. I feel it. And let the rest of the shit go. Because by holding on, one, you let the bad lovers control you. And you're not free. You will never take my freedom. Braveheart is coming towards me. And as far as images, I just see him at the end. You will never take my freedom. You need to fight for your freedom. Who is this karmic bitch? I don't mean to say it like that, but I just feel like, I don't know if it's like a person, a job, a family. I don't know who the karmic is, but they're the flickers. They just have bad juju. I don't know if they're like a spiritual person who's actually doing bad juju, or they're just very negative and just the spirit doesn't like them. All right, you can trust. You can trust in people. You can trust your instincts. Listen to what I said. You are supposed to date the wrong ones first. I have a list of all the, oh my God, this is my one. I'm so in love with this one. 3 months later, what the mother fuck was I thinking? Ball it up, throw it out. He's not the one. Why? I can't tell. It seems so good at first. That's called the honeymoon phase, where you're kind of in la la land. And where a lot of people get tripped up is once that honeymoon, when it comes to the point you're on your best behavior, you're trying to win their affection, whatever, that always happens. But then there's that switch of, all right, now we're going to be our real selves because we're comfortable now. And where the couples get in trouble is they don't ever leave that fake it stage. They just continue to fake it without realizing the red flags and without realizing that they're not really happy and that they're not being themselves. And sometimes that takes years to notice that, and that's okay. That's a lesson you learned. 1, I'm not going to lose myself in a relationship. And 2, I'm not going to fake it no more. So the next time you go into a relationship, you're going to be okay, the honeymoon's I'm not going to play a role this time. I'm just going to be me, and they're either going to like it or they're not. And I'm just going to know if we're going to be compatible from the beginning, which is smart, right? Instead of playing a part like you did last time. You learned something. It's okay. Trust yourself. Stop questioning your mind. Maybe you're giving yourself a headache. We just love being together, that's all. So you're just going to love being together with this person. You're I can't explain it. I don't know what to tell you. I just like being around them. But they're my person. I don't have an explanation for you. It is what it is. Okay? Maybe it's a very unique situation, but I just feel that's going to be your explanation. We just love being together. I don't know. This person came into my life and bam, this is it for me. It's going to be fast, I feel if you let go of the shit in your suitcase and the not, can I trust my instincts? Is this one going to be batshit crazy? Watch the red flags. Don't avoid them this time, and you'll know. Ooh, help them. The Spirit's pushing you to help them with something, this love interest. They won't tell me more. I'm so nosy. Ooh, mental health. Let's talk about it. You're doing something with mental health, or this is you. I think you've been facing your mental health. You're talking about your life story. You're telling your life story. Good for you. This is why you're not free. This is why you're not Braveheart. You will never take my freedom. I'm like that now, but there was a point where I was okay, just cut my head up. Me. And I feel that's where you are. This is going to be too much work to get out of it. This is so heavy. And that's healing. Nobody tells you when you actually start facing it and you actually start talking about it, all those emotions, everything you feel comes back out and you're processing it all over again, but it doesn't happen on the day you talk about it. You'll talk about something and 2 weeks later you're fucking pissed again and you can't, it's this is where you're getting stuck. The Spirit's you want to be free and you're frustrated that you're not. And honey dolls out there, honey dolls, what the fuck is that? I don't know. But I can't trying to articulate, but I can't. How do I say this? There goes my trauma, just throat chakras. But I'm going to come back to this. Let's get some more. Who's now a friend? Your world is falling apart. And people, you got a lot of fake people and a lot of fake 3D bullshit. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. So who's your friend right now? Who's telling you the truth? Who's standing by you? Those are the people that stay. I believe in the strength of women. Woo! One, I feel like the spirit is a woman. If not, they're just in their feminine energy. But this love interest, this is so confusing. Does this love interest of yours remind you of your deceased loved one? That's why you're so drawn to them. Their strength. Some love interest, if you haven't met them yet, that's how you're going to know the one that they're talking about. This female energy, you just saw them as this fierce strength warrior woman. And this person, this love interest, reminds you of that. Or if you're a woman, the spirit is saying, remember my strength. This is probably something you looked up to in them. You can do the same thing. It's collective, so I have to say it all. I'm in a great place. Great adventures. This is what's coming. This is you're stuck and you can't, like, you want freedom. You want to put your mental issues away, but oh my God, this is really difficult with this fucking head thing. I'm going to pause it and say, this is a no bueno. That's better. I know you can't really tell it wasn't long for you, but oh my God, that was brutal. I couldn't even think about what I was trying to say. But I do feel like like I said, some dementia in there, but I do feel like there's some bad juju around you. Where there's a lot of haters that are trying to act as roadblocks from this new love interest coming in. Let me go back to this mental health thing. The reason I went to start talking, they're like, no, not that one. So I'm like, okay, which way are we going with this? Then friends again. Maybe you should work with this person. Help them with mental health. This person, this love interest, your spirit wants that person to help you with your mental health. Help each other. I do feel like this love interest understands your level of trauma. The spirit is saying, like, they're gonna get it. You don't have to say shit. They're like very animated. Like, I think you are gonna be friends with this person, or maybe you are friends with this person first. Or you're gonna just love each other so much that you're also best friends. But I think you're gonna do a lot of work with mental health because you both, you're united in your trauma is what I'm hearing. And so this love interest of yours is a little bit ahead of you as far as in their healing process. They're talking about it and they don't feel the anger. And I mean, nobody is ever immune to that. I still talk about my issues and like I do them sometimes. I only really talk about my stuff with other women who were traumatized. Like in support groups, I will open up and talk to them because they were traumatized too. But as far as just coming out and saying what happens to me, I won't do that unless we share that fellow bond. And maybe that's what you need. Maybe you need a level of safety that you're not getting to get that final push, that final release. There's no real way to articulate that or explain what it's like to sit with somebody who you don't have to like say everything, even when the other girls start talking about it, it's just in their eyes. And then you just touch their hand, or some people don't like to be touched. You have to ask first in that situation, but they just shake their head and they don't finish their sentence, but the other person gets it because your experience and their experience could be very different, but the level of broken down, crushed that you were is the level they met you at. So they can come down to your level and see it through your eyes without any words being said. I think that's so much more healing than therapist sometimes. You heal each other and your trauma. The spirit is like super emotional. They're always trying to make me cry, but it ain't gonna happen. I'm a tough cookie. Anyway, I'm in a great place, so that's coming. You are gonna get to this point where you will truly, genuinely be healed, and I think you're getting there more and more every day, and I think you're starting to feel really good about yourself, which they're loving, and you're being more open and vulnerable with your past trauma, which I think makes them emotional because they've waited for you for so long to release it, and they're just like, it's like excitement. That's how I can't get it out, but I could show you the emotions. Like this person, like their hands are like, they're doing it. Finally, this moment has come. Because they just want you to be free. At the end of the day, that's all they want for you is happiness and freedom. You will never take my freedom. They want you to be that strong. Great adventures are around the corner for you. It sounds so crunchy granola, but sometimes you have to trust in the universe. Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. Trust the universe. They're going to lead you where you need to be. They're going to help you. You're going to turn around and help other people. You are going to work in mental health. I just heard that for like the third time. She has not been happy. This was a long time coming. Ooh, double-edged sword. So your love interest might be with someone else. They're not happy in their relationship. The spirit is saying the ending of that relationship has been a long time coming. But then this is also talking about a karmic in your life. Whether it's a family member, whether it's a job, whether it's a spouse. You know you're not happy with each other and you know the end needs to come. But I just think you're afraid of making that ending. Or this is you. She has not been happy. This was a long time coming. There's an ending that needs to happen, and everybody's feeling it. You might still be in a little bit of denial, but you're feeling it. It throws everyone off course. Yeah, this toxic, like I said, the bad juju, whatever the negative sense is, whether it's a person, job, whatever, I feel like you know what it is. It throws everyone off their good vibes. Like, if it's a person, it would be somebody who comes in and everyone's like the happiness kind of drains out of the room. Like, oh, don't look too happy, or they're going to talk shit, or they're going to make trouble for you, or maybe they're a drama stir or something like that. But, like, you feel their energy in the room when they enter. It's like, I don't know why I'm seeing this meme of like this lady like dressed as a devil, like, oh God, the devil's up, when they wake up in the morning. Like this person, very shitty energy, and just like you don't want to be around them. It's like maybe they're just going through a lot of mental health. Maybe they want you to help that person as well, even if they're horrible to you. Maybe they're struggling with mental health as well. Paying it forward. Yeah. You're being pushed to help someone. Whether it's this love interest, whether it's your past karmic you're trying to get out of, or both. But all the hard work you're putting in is also going to be paying it forward, as in karma, good karma coming back to you. Ooh, a stranger. So this is somebody coming in that you've never had a relationship with. I don't think you know them at all. This might be like an online thing, or you're just meeting at an event, or there's no past history here in this life. I heard they did bring up past life, so you might have memories of past life together, but as far as this life, you have no real history with this person. You're starting over. But this could also talk about maybe people are saying you're a stranger, that you're different because you're releasing baggage, which also happened to me. People are like, who the fuck are you? I'm like, why? Because I'm telling you you're an asshole now, and I'm no longer just taking your shit. Now I'm a different person because I'm just not a doormat anymore. It happens. People are like, I feel like I don't know you anymore. It's because you're standing up to the bully. It's always the bully that says, I don't like this version of you. You know what I mean? But the context is important. If a stranger says something to you, Spirit is saying, why does it matter? This person doesn't know you. But if it's somebody in your life that's like, who the fuck are you? And they're saying that somebody's toxic. Don't get the, what are they trying to say? Take in the context is what I heard. So if somebody's reacting to gossip and doesn't really know you, those opinions never should have merit because they don't know the genuine soul that you are. The people you should be paying attention to are the ones in your life that know you and are reacting in a negative light to your change. Especially if you're releasing trauma and they're not accepting of it. Why would anybody who loves you want you to stay down in your pain? That's not a good person to have around. We feel like champions. Woo! So if this is you now, they're recognizing like, yes, you've come a long way. Good job. And if you haven't got there quite just yet, you will be very soon. You might live somewhere in a fire area. There is a lot of wildfires right now, but this could be like everything's burning to the ground. Your life is crumbling or you're burning it to the ground. This is like you, the burn ritual. Let it all burn. I'm rebuilding my life. You can have it all my pain, all my anguish. I'm just burning it to ash so that I'm free. Could be that as well. Or I just feel like you're feeling the heat. Life could be chaos right now. Finally get to your postcard from Spirit. Dearest you, you have a unique purpose and destiny that only you can fulfill. That's the second time they said that. But first you need to know that destiny isn't a destination. You don't arrive at some special place where, poof, you're perfect and happy all the time. It's about establishing and firming up a commitment to a certain experience, whatever form that takes. Your soul knows what you need to experience. Your destiny is to present to all of life's adventures, to discover your talents and full potential through allowing inspiration to lead you, and to risk standing apart from the crowd to listen to your soul. You are as, oh my God, here we go, not being able to read it yet. You are special as much as you are also paradoxically one with the world. That's a fucking annoying word. Can I just say that? Individual yet part of a great whole. Both truths have led you to this moment where we were saying you are on the right track. Even if your ego self doesn't see that. Listen to your soul, check in with Spirit, and keep going. Spirit loves you, life loves you, we love you. All I'm hearing is adventure is coming. Like adventure. Maybe you're just feeling caged up because you haven't been able to go anywhere in this pandemic. You are a fighter, ever onwards. I don't know what it's on. I'm hearing that. It's like the best way to describe it is like boot camp, like when they're trying to wake everybody up with the trumpets. I'm hearing that. So maybe you were a soldier at some point. Now I'm hearing like mantras, people when they're marching. I've been hearing this all day, but you remember The Mighty Ducks? I used to love that movie. I keep hearing, I said it in a post on my Facebook page, but I've been hearing it all day. It's like, I don't know what you've been told. Team USA is going to win the gold. Sound off, 1, 2. Sound off, 3, 4, something. It's like playing it. So who's winning the gold? I think you are, pile 1. All these things have been hitting me for like 3 days, and I think I'm already 34 minutes in pile 1, and you're going to be the longest reading because the Spirit has been nagging me since last week when I was supposed to give you this message. I feel like they were just waiting for me to get healthy. The voice that tells you that you aren't good enough apparently doesn't know you at all. You're amazing. Ugh, don't listen to that horrible person around you. I think they want to keep you down. They want you to feel like shit. They want you to take all the blame on your shoulders and be like, yeah, it was all me and you did nothing wrong. Don't ever say that. It takes 2 to tango, my friends. You can do the thing. You can get rid of any challenges in your way, and you can go up and figure this love situation out, and you can love again, and you can trust your instincts, and you can open up, and you can be honest. No beating yourself up anymore. It doesn't help, and you don't deserve it. Public opinion of you is not very good. I think you have a lot of hater-raters, and it's like beating up your self-esteem. I'm sorry you have hater-raters. If you do have hater-raters, you're doing something right, though. I mean, they don't pay attention if you don't matter, right? There's a positive to everything. All right. My mind is free. Yes. You will never take my freedom. This is going to happen to you when you are finally free. You're not going to go back in a box for nobody. This happened to me. There was a point in my healing of I would be strong and then I would go back. Be strong and I'd go back. And be strong and I'd go back. And now I'm like, fuck you. If I got something to say, I'm saying it. If I'm feeling something, I'm allowing those feelings to come out. If I'm sad, I'm gonna be sad. I'm not gonna shove it down because it's more convenient for you over there that I'm not sad. Fuck off. You're gonna put those boundaries up. That's the lesson. This is why, at least in my mind, I think about all the horrible things, and for so long, like, why? Why did this happen to me? What did I do to deserve it? What could I have done differently? And it eats at you. Instead, I flip the script. This happened to me because I'm going to go out and help this person. Or this helped me and now I'm a boss. Ain't nobody going to take shit from me ever again. I will cut you. It made me that I will fight to my death. I'm not going quietly into that dark night. And it's because what happened to me. You don't just wake up strong. You don't just wake up a warrior that is earned with all your skills and the get up and go, even when they flick you over and you keep standing back up and they flip you over again and you keep standing back up. That's how a warrior is born. Over several years, over serious traumas, anguish, depression, gut-wrenching sadness, loss, misery, frustration, evil, hurting people, hurt people. So you're out here doing shitty things and you go through this whole evolution of everything you need to accomplish to become your strong self. So everybody, like I said, has to be a shitty person, has to be a broke person, has to be a person afraid of commitment, a person who has to run, a person who's too afraid to let people in and has their guard up. Or somebody who just has no filter and just says whatever's on their mind is also not always the right thing to do. I might be a spiritual teacher, but I got a lesson plan this thick still to go through my life. I'm never done learning. I'm never done growing. And neither are you. You will get there. They're over here learning about how I think the spirit is up there, looking at their actions, how their actions affected you, how your actions are affecting if you have children or if you have people in your life. They're seeing the big picture and how life is really just a chess game. And moves aren't made in vain. Every move has a specific purpose and a specific reason. Even if we think it's trivial or if we think it's important, something that we might even forget about, a minute detail, might be so important to our overall journey, but they're able to see it up there in a way we can't. So they're learning a lot about who you are, what will make you happy, who your right person is, which is only more helpful in them bringing the right person to you. I always give you a good night kiss. You might even feel it, I'm hearing, but they definitely kiss your forehead every night. There is no time where I am. Time is only on earth. So they're exactly the same age, they said. When you remember me, that's how I look exactly the same. You're probably going to see them in the same clothes. Whatever, or the memory, something about clothes. You have a specific memory. I'm just seeing a woman in a dress. And you're just like, wow, she's so pretty. But I think you were little. So, you have this memory of this person walking on, maybe they were going to an event or they were going on a date or something, and that image is locked in, that's the best they ever looked to you. That's how they're going to look to you, and that's how they look in heaven. They're still exactly like that. Picture them like that. Your soul whispers love, but your ego shouts fear. You're scared of love. You're scared of letting anyone matter. So you're running from love. You've been burned severely. You're getting your ass burned right now by a karmic situation. So you're projecting what the karmic did to you onto this right love. Or you're in the danger of doing that if you don't clean out your suitcase. Stop judging and start loving. Don't judge people. Don't get angry. Don't focus on the wrong things. Like, I gotta stop. I gotta get myself out of this. Hurt people. I'm not gonna hurt people. I'm not gonna be a judgy dick. Like, I'm making the decision to step back and be like, whatever way they're acting towards you, you don't have to sit there and respond. You don't have to judge them for their actions. You can just say, all right, they're suffering from some kind of mental illness, or they're processing their feelings, and that's them, and that's how they feel. Don't judge yourself either. Get back to nature and reconnect to your hippie roots. Walk barefoot. You just heard smoke some reefer. You need to chill. Reefer? Who says reefer anymore? I'm not promoting drug use, but if that's your thing, hey. Just came legal in my state. Breathe in bliss, exhale bullshit. I actually have a shirt that says breathe in the good shit, exhale the bullshit. And that's exactly what you need to do. Get rid of the negativity, the karmic bullshit. Especially your bad thoughts. Alright, so we have soul group. You are getting ready to unite with members of your soul family. Yes. So if it's not a love interest, it could start as a friendship. Maybe you're not ready for love right now, and that's okay, but it could progress into a love situation later. Or this is like coworkers, bringing in your soul tribe. Perfect. Reconciliation. So there's going to be making up here. Any conflict that's currently like, not going well, it's going to flip. This too shall pass, I just heard. Yeah, you're going to be celebrating your life. You're going to be happy again. Hold that vision for what you want of your life. Yes, you are worthy of it. Yes, it's real. Stop denying it to your own self. Yeah, recognition. Recognize that this person is your one. When they walk in your life, if they have already, you know exactly who this person is because you can't get them out of your mind. If you don't know who this person is, if you meet someone and you can't get them out of your mind and you're continuously drawn to them in some kind of way, recognize that is your one because they're coming. They don't want you to miss this ship. Get on it. All right, what do you need to heal? Naked before the stars. You're afraid to be yourself. You're afraid to open up. You're afraid to be vulnerable, which is normal for somebody with as much trauma as you. I'm 37 years old. I am technically healed, but I say healed because you're never fully healed. But I am to a point where I can be a spiritual teacher. It's like I earned my black belt, so now I can instruct, but that doesn't mean I'm a master. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Maybe you're afraid of being vulnerable sexually as well. Or maybe you're just afraid it will just be a sexual thing and not a deep thing with this person. Forgetting oneself. You got wrapped up in love and all the wrong love. It's like you met someone and their interest became your interest, and then you just kind of let them lead the ship, and they ran the ship right into the iceberg. And they didn't, even though they saw the iceberg, there was no iceberg straight ahead. They were just quiet and like, let's run this Titanic. I'm not going to say anything to anyone. I'm just going to let it happen. Like I do feel like they were a little bit narcissistic, controlling. You forgot who you are and what's good about you, and they also beat you up morally. They make you feel bad about yourself. You're wearing a mask. You don't let people in. You're guarded to love. I just don't think you want anything to do with it at this time, or you're not ready to. I won't cry for you. Yeah, you're in your ego. You're in your pride. Like, I don't need nobody. I don't want nobody. I just want to go in the woods and never talk to anyone ever again. And no, boo-boo. The spirit says no. They don't like it. Go with the flow. Everything's going to go in your favor. You're in caterpillar mode. You're about to be a butterfly. Don't lose faith now. Invite help. Ask for help. Or if you're being pulled to help, I would go for it. That's the second time they mentioned help. Make a true offering. Or a true offering is going to be made to you. If you're feeling pulled to go towards this person, this spirit is lighting a fire under your ass. Or they could be saying someone's coming in to help you and give you a genuine offer as well. I'm getting both, so it is a collective reading. What do we got coming for you? Health. You need to focus on your mental health right now. That's priority number 1. You're ending your karmic cycles. You're getting rid of that nasty. You're cleaning out your suitcase. Yep, you're focusing on that self-love. You're working on your mental health. And because of it, change is coming. So you have been working hard. You are trying to get out of this karmic mess. And the spirit's like, it's coming. Completion is here. Not here like the second, but right around the corner. Don't lose hope. Keep working on that self-love and trust that change is coming. Because it is. Right around the corner. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. And surrender to success. Be open and willing to your abundance. That includes loving people and being free and open to give your love. Don't be jaded, is what they're saying. Surrender to outdated beliefs about yourself, like that karmic person wanted you to believe all those shitty things. Those are their outdated games they were trying to use to manipulate you, so don't continue to carry them in the future. The miracle of prayer. You're trying to manifest. You pray to this person a lot. They are hearing you. Keep praying. The miracle of forgiveness. But you need to forgive yourself and you need to forgive others because you have a lot of anger still. Open your heart. You're closed off to love. You don't want anything to do with it. You're very in that jaded energy of fuck love. I will run from it. Or I am not deserving of it. Or they're not going to pick me. And you might be fearing rejection here. Open your heart. Give it a shot. If you feel like that's your one, don't let the karmic take that from you. That is your one, the spirit is saying. And the reason why they keep going back to this karmic energy is because I feel like this karmic was like, no one will ever love you. No one will ever want this. No one's ever going to tolerate this but me. Bullshit. This manipulation. Move your body. Get up. Move. Get up. Get out. Away from negative energies. Yep. Success right around the corner. You're going to be just fine. Make peace. No, make love, not war. But that doesn't mean they're like, no. They don't use sex to continually live in denial. Because I do feel like you have a sexual connection with this karmic. Make peace, not war. Tell your truth. Speak your truth. And no matter who's got what to say about it, because that's how you free yourself in the end. And trust that everything's going to work out. And trust that the spirit has got your back up here. Yeah, you're doing that inner healing work. You're first meant to heal yourself because then you're meant to take that, everything you learn from transforming into that butterfly to then teach the world. You are a future spiritual teacher like me in the making. Good for you, Pal 1. So you got to heal within first. And Spirit's going to help you do that because that big purpose you have is going out and helping other people who struggled like you. Because you've been there, you're going to be able to reach them. Like I said, you're going to have that connection with whatever trauma you have, whether it's like a loss of this person, whether it's physical abuse, anything like that. You're going to be able to connect with them because there's an understanding and an honesty. And because you have grown and they see that you have changed, you're going to trigger that change in them and inspire them to work on themselves. Right now, it's a drought. You feel like everything's like going nowhere, that nothing good is happening. You don't see what's right around the corner. That things were meant to dry up and be cold to teach you something. It doesn't mean you're a failure or that your life is a failure. It just means that you were supposed to learn what is wrong for you. So you appreciate what is right for you. Spirit of the West. Yeah, so in comes the rain to end that drought. Everything will be replenished. Don't worry. You are a light worker, and this person, the spirit is surrounding you with protective light and energy. You've had dreams about this person, or you will. Maybe you'll communicate with this spirit. They might talk to you through animals as well. Right now you're feeling stuck, like stuck in the mud. You're never going to get out to get this new love interest or to meet anybody else. You're feeling very stuck by that karmic energy. Remember what they said, the end is near. Yes, choose love, the right kind of love. Follow your heart. Be open to it. Be willing to accept it. And follow those urges you feel Spirit is pushing you to do. But right now, you need self-love, and that's priority number 1. You can't give love out until you love yourself, and you've been working on it, and they're proud of you for that. Keep going is what I heard. Sorry this one was so long, but it's meant to. Thank you so much, Pile 1. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe, notification bell if you want to know when I do these again. Share away with anyone who might need it. Thank you to all my subscribers. I love you all. See you next time. Bye. Pile 2, you picked It's Okay Not to Be Okay. It most certainly is. If you're not okay, I'm sorry if you're not okay out there. But it's okay. It doesn't mean your life is over. It's going to get better. I'm going to give you messages that Spirit needs you to have. Ed Sheeran, Bad Habits was your song. So perhaps you're participating in things that are bad for you, or you're running from things that are good for you for what's bad for you. Listen to the song, though. They have some messages for you. All right, so I got something new for you. You know I like to draw something live, but I did pre-draw your big stack of cards. But we're going to do channeled cards live, and then something new I'll introduce you to. But let's start. These are my old ones that I haven't used in a while, with the big stickers that make it hard to shuffle. But I figured we haven't used it in a while. Let's bring it out, see what happens. Look, talking for you today. All right. Okay, so this is like my fortune cookie tarot, but a little bit of a spin. It's like magazines. I cut up all different sayings that caught my eye, and let's see what we get for you. A lot came out for pile 1. All right, let's start with your channeled cards. Some of these are little, so I don't want to lose them. If you want a change to happen, you have to change within first. So I think you're working on that, Pile 2. They're recognizing that you have been working on it, and it's not a race. They're just recognizing that don't go towards anything until you're fully healed. Make that priority number 1, which I feel like you have. I feel like this is just an applaud of, yes, you're on the right track for you. Things can be replaced. Money is always lost and remade, spent and saved. Time goes on, but not telling your truth that you love, that they're important, that can be replaced. Somebody's trying to take something from you. I don't know if you're like leaving a situation where you have to like leave behind a home or maybe divide assets. You could be leaving someone else for love, or you could even be leaving a job, or this could be the pandemic as well. Feeling like you lost a lot. Don't worry. Everything that's going to happen in your life. You're going to get things, and things are going to be taken from you, and life goes on, and everything's going to work itself out. Try not to focus so much on what you've lost, even if that's people. Think about the Spirit saying you need to look ahead. Don't look behind anymore. It's tripping you up. Love is not always a feeling of bliss, but it should be more blissful than heavy. They want you to evaluate relationships in your life. I support you, the Spirit says. They're up there supporting this journey that you're on. See the beauty even in the worst of things. You have a choice to be and stay negative, or break the pattern and choose peace within instead. I feel like you're fighting with someone in your life. So the Spirit is saying you can either join in the shenanigans, and you can like be the Tasmanian Devil and the Looney Tune characters or Tom and Jerry that destroys everything around you because you're so focused on fighting each other. Or you can put the hammer down and stop fighting and stop feeding into it. Break the pattern by making that choice for yourself, not for anybody else, but for peace in your own mind. I see that you're struggling so much. The days are hard and the nights are long. Your heart is broken and you think you're all alone. No, my sweet, you're not. I am here, right next to you. Let it out. You're safe and you'll be all right. You're feeling very lonely. I don't know if you're like far from home. You're very lonely in like a marriage or a relationship. You're very lonely in a family setting. It doesn't have to be a spouse. It could be with your family members. But you're feeling a definite lack of support. Wisdom is knowing when to be heard and when to listen. Wisdom, it's knowing that there is no right or wrong, only more knowledge to grow. Just take the lesson and drop the rest because it's poisoning your soul. So you got to drop the frustration. You got to drop the resentment. You got to drop the ego, the anger. This is what you're working on. It's not easy to do that. I understand. Just keep working on it. I felt you hold my hand. I knew you were there with me as I left this world. It gave me a great peace that I did not have to die alone. I thank you so much for that. I promise I'll be there to return the favor one day, but I don't want you to dwell on my final moments. It's just a fragment of my life. Remember me happy and healthy and alive, because that's what I am still. So this person was very sick. Whether it happened fast or quickly, this person died of some kind of illness, and you were there in their last moments, and I think that stays with you. I don't know, I'm hearing so I think you physically heard their last breath, and that haunts you. Because maybe it sounded a little bit painful. Sorry, they're showing. Okay, so sometimes when a body dies, right there on the cusp of dying, they're actually already dead, but the last of their functions have to happen. So most people don't know it, but if you have poop in your poop chute, when you die, within that hour, all that poop in your system comes out along with the urine. So technically we pee and shit ourselves. And sometimes that last breath is actually the last of the air leaving your body. So I do think the breath, the labored part, I just think that was a reflex of the body. I don't feel like this person I think there was pain, because this person had pain for a while and the death leading up to it was painful. But when they're talking about in their moments of pain, when they took their last breath, it's like they were separated from it. Spared is what I heard. I've said this a few times. You know, when you're about to die, they know it. The angels come. The angels come before your loved ones. It's like the angels kind of take over and your loved ones are all around the angel. They work together, so they're all in the room together. But the angels are there for that moment of peace. Because they're angels, they have different qualities than humans do. Although human spirits can protect you and they can help you and they are quite powerful when it comes to sparing that pain. It's like they need an angel there to do it. So it's like your loved one comes and an angel. It's like it's always teamwork up there. It's the best way to describe it. So this person was, I do see bodies around this person's bed. They have a lot of family members that passed before. They were all there. But then you have, like I'm seeing no real features. They're all shadows. But not like evil shadows. They're just showing me bodies all around the bed. But then up on top is all this light. And so you got the angels up here, and then you got people around their beds. So they did not die in any fear alone. Like their spirit left their body. Like you've seen it in the movies, like that movie, I don't know what it's called, stay with Reese Witherspoon, where she's in the coma, is the best way to describe it. Just watching like your body. They know that they're dying. Obviously, they don't want to live with that pain, and this is them being freed from it. But they watch until their body's buried. They stay with their body. I know a lot of people disagree with that. It's not like they stayed with it the whole time, but that's your shell, and you were connected to it your whole life. So of course it matters to you, the ending process. So they stick around, especially from the minute they die. There is some process that they have to do, so they are away from their body. But this is why burials aren't done on the same day. In a spiritual aspect, funerals are for the people still living, but it's also for the spirit. They want to see they want to see their bodies. It's important. That's why so many spirits are not at rest when their bodies aren't found, or they're buried in a place they don't want to be. They can get stuck here because they didn't get that ritual. And rituals have been done like that since the beginning of time, no matter what faith you believe in. So they were watching over their body. They did appreciate the way they were honored. They just want you to know that they had already left their body when that last breath was happening. It was a reflex. It was like the lungs, like, and then the body cracked. That's all just like, it's like a machine. Like when you turn a car over, turn a car off, you can hear noises ticking in the engine, but the car is technically off, and then it stops after a few seconds, like the last few tickings. So don't be hung up on that part. All you ever wanted was the kind of love that made you believe in the same magic as fairy tales. I can't give you perfection, but I did send you damn close. That love, believe it, darling, that's your perfect one for you. Okay, so maybe they already sent someone, or they will. Only you would know that, but love is on the table here. I'll see you again. I'm still here. Life never ends. Death isn't the end. They're saying I'm still here and we'll be together again. Don't worry. Forgiveness comes when you speak with honesty and love. If you messed up, congrats, you're human. It doesn't mean you're a bad person or that a second chance is not possible. With some time and some trying, you can forgive and will be forgiven. So any family trauma, you can make this right, but you have to choose it. And forgiveness comes when you're finally honest and you drop the ego and you drop the anger and you just speak the truth. And until you can do that, I would just avoid the situation because you're not making it any better. You're finding new strength, or will be very soon. Everything is under control, the Spirit is saying. They love your heart. You wear your heart on your sleeve. You're such a lover and a giver. Building a new family together. So maybe you have a new love interest, or a new love interest coming. We will not roll over. Okay. So maybe you're building with a family that people are against, or feuding, like maybe you're feuding. Maybe your family doesn't like your spouse, or there's some kind of contention here with a love interest. Marriage and children changed my life. So you having babies and getting married changed the game for you. She has had enough. This love interest has had enough. Let's get some more. Cheers to new beginnings. The sun is setting. So maybe a female in your life, like if you're a man, this could be your spouse deciding that they've had enough with this. Or this is another love interest here. They're walking away, but I don't think it's a bad thing for you because we have cheers to new beginnings. You're going to be happy about this. The sun is setting on what no longer serves you. Happier days are ahead. But right now you're very frustrated. You're very, very frustrated. You could be the she has had enough. And if you're not a she and it's hitting home to you as a male, that's just your feminine energy coming out. Don't get stuck on genders because it's energy here. You got a story to tell, or somebody's telling a story here. publicly telling their dirt. Active and vibrant. So maybe you're getting up, moving, or they want you to. Be active and vibrant. Back on, question mark. Are we going to give this another go? A rough past and healing. Adventurous free spirit and help us. You're begging for help. You want to save a relationship here. A rough past go of a relationship. You want healing in this. You want to go out and have adventures and be free spirits. There's a lot of drama here. Let's get some more. Dearest you, we bet you must be so exhausted some days, giving as much as you do. Sharing your energy so beautifully in service to the highest good can leave you feeling depleted, like an empty well. If it feels as if there's no water for you, the good news is we have a plan. Today, go take a relaxing bath, book a massage, read a novel, buy yourself flowers or plant some in your garden. Make time for self-care, not more work on yourself. By tending to yourself now, you are reminded to do so more often. And be sure to use a word that might have caused you anxiety in the past, but is essential for your well-being now. No. Say it with us. No, thank you. No, I can't. You do not have to explain. Just say no gently, but firmly, and then go for a soak. Life will wait for you to bring yourself back to center, replenished, and ready for more adventure. We love you so very much. You need to say no to everything but your self-love and self-care. So whatever is jeopardizing that, no, I don't want to do it. If that's going to intervene with the time that you have to put into your self-love, no, I'm not dealing with it. Put yourself first, is what they're saying. It's going to float. I just heard, down here we all float too, and it fucked me up. It's okay to float along. It's okay to just be. Right now in this moment, it's okay to not have any plans and not be making any movement and just be focusing on yourself and your self-healing. Your struggle is not an indication of failure. You're not a failure. You just had a lesson to learn, and it happens to us all. You are doing enough. It's going to be okay. You are doing enough. Everything's going to work out. Right now, all they want you to do is focus on yourself and pampering yourself and making yourself feel good. Because you're stretched thin, you got a lot going on, relationships are falling apart, or there's some kind of contention or issue here. Should I let go? Should I hold on? Is kind of your energy right now. It's okay to be uncomfortable. It's okay to be scared. You will succeed in spite of these feelings. Maybe you're starting something new and you're afraid it might be a failure. Be careful you don't project that into a manifestation. It's okay to be anxious. It's okay to be scared. We're all human. We all feel those things, but don't let it rule you. Ooh, the spirit has become one of your guides. I have no more earthly worries. Yep, they're free from this illness. They're not hurting anymore. Their bodies aren't a prison anymore. Yep, now I have no pain. Exactly. Free. Freedom. I'm just a thought away. Every time you think of this person, boop, they're right there with you. Might as well picture them sitting next to you because that's where they are. Align your actions with your intentions. So if you want positive things to happen in your life, you have to think positive and you need to act and react in a positive manner. You are pure magic. You can manifest anything you want. You can do anything if you believe it. It all starts here. Step out of your comfort zone and try something new. Get away from this comfort zone. Get out of this complacent energy because that's what's keeping you stuck. Sometimes getting out of our comfort zone reminds us how big the world really is and how much left we have to explore. When we get stuck in our comfort zone, we actually cut ourselves off from potential adventures, potential business adventures, potential love, because we're not putting ourselves out there in a way we would have if we weren't secluded like little hermits. Release self-doubt, let go of fear. Stop doubting yourself. You're going to be okay. You are going to be successful. You got this. Boo-boo. Okay. Ooh, you are an old soul. You've had past lives. You're wiser beyond your years, their spirit says. Ooh, creative projects. If you're doing creative projects, this is saying As long as you're being true to yourself and you feel like it's coming from your soul, it's going to be successful. These creative projects are going to work out, but this is all subjective, and you have the power of changing it. So if you go at it in a negative way, it's going to come back in a negative result. If you go at it in a positive way, in the light, it's going to produce those happy, healthy, good results. Ooh, you have past life connections with this love interest. You've had many past lives with this love interest, I'm hearing. Your love interest has been giving you tough love. And so is the spirit. Trying to light a fire under your ass. Trying to teach you something. So if this person, she has had enough, like you feel like somebody who you want a love situation is kind of just, get away from me. I don't want to deal with you right now. They do want to deal with you right now. They're just trying to give you tough love because they feel like you have a lot to learn. Yet, they might be in their ego a little bit. Maybe they need to learn as well. But there's things you don't see about this connection just yet. Let's talk about your fears, anger, and chains. Ooh, you're angry that you feel like you're stuck to something you don't want to be stuck to. Maybe you want to go towards a new career. Maybe you want to go towards a new love interest, and you have all these rules and all these people in your way, and it's frustrating. You're very frustrated. You have some addictions. You could have physical addictions to things, drugs or alcohol. You could be addicted to sex with people who aren't good for you, or just being like a habitual dater and not giving commitment here, or you're addicted to drama, or you're addicted to attention. It could be anything. But this is the negative side of addicted. Sacrifice. You know that things need to end, but you're scared to end it. You know for your happiness, you need to sacrifice the things that don't make you happy, but you're not willing to do that because you're not at this point in time, because you're not willing to leave your comfort zone. You have a lot of regret about your decisions and how you got here and how you acted and how it all went down, and that's what's acting as a roadblock. That's what's keeping you stuck. You got to change this. All this happened so that you could learn something, not because you're a failure. So learn it, get yourself back up, dust yourself back off, work on your self-love, and put yourself back out there. You're going to be okay. Yes, you need to free yourself from this chain. You feel stuck in a situation you don't want to be in. You need to get yourself out of there so that you can have those positive thoughts. Pay attention to the signs. The Spirit has been giving you signs for a long time. Don't ignore them. Don't be in denial of it. Pay attention and follow them. You have a lot of grief in your heart right now for relationships, for loss of this person. You're just overwhelmed in sadness and loss, and it's crippling you to the point of severe anxiety and depression. I'm sorry, Paul, too. They want you to put the effort into getting rid of, effort into your liberation. So getting rid of jobs you don't want, people that are bad for you. You need to have financial discipline and start preparing so that you can have that liberation to get yourself out of this. New beginnings are right around the corner, they said. And you are going to complete this process of being stuck. You are going to get out of it. And you are going to get out of this depression, they're saying. Next we got Spirit. You need to surrender your fear. You're scared to try. Surrender comparisons with other people because you don't feel good enough. Maybe you're comparing your success to other people, or you're comparing your relationship to other people. That's not going to get you anywhere up shit's creek, because that's their life and not yours. You need to focus on your life and don't ever compare yourself to anyone else, because you are who you are. And if nobody in your circle is appreciating and loving that, you got to get rid of all of them. Because the right people, the right ones who love you, are going to accept you for exactly who you are. Live your joy. This means work. Do the things that make you happy. Love who makes you happy. Do the activities that make you happy. Be a peaceful warrior. Fight for peace, not more anger. Honor your beauty. Yes, this is self-love. Honor your temple. Take care of it. Make yourself feel good again. You are an earth angel. You could be an earth sign as well, but you are meant to have a big purpose here. You have gifts here. You are special. I don't know whoever told you weren't special, but you are special, pal, too. You need to forgive yourself and you need to forgive others. You need to let go of that envy. You're so envious of what other people have. You need to work on your self-esteem so that this envy goes away. The more you believe and love yourself, the less you care about who's got what, who's doing what, and who's saying what. Because you ain't got time for it. You're in your happy place doing happy things. So you need to raise your self-esteem so that you're not envious anymore of others. And again, let go of that fear. Stop letting fear control you and act like a roadblock, the Spirit says. You need to balance yourself. That's priority number 1. Just work on yourself. Focus on that. Pray, be thankful, ask for help from Spirit, and they will help you. Forest bathing, cleanse your soul, have a nice soak, take care of yourself, worship your temple, and end all those things that are bad for you. Bad jobs, bad people, bad behaviors, bad habits, anything that's toxic to your soul needs to go. You need to get out of victim consciousness. Because I feel it's hard. It's not that you can't feel pain for the things that you've lost or hurt, but you can't live in that woe is me forever and be truly healed and happy. If you want to be happy, you have to stop being in the mindset of a victim and become the mindset of a peaceful warrior. Sexuality, maybe I feel like you're trying to get connections with people in all the wrong ways, or you could be addicted to sex. But this could also be like learning to love your body and learning to love your vessel as well. You have a lot of sadness, a lot of grief. You might want to get some grief counseling or counseling in general. We all need the help from time to time. Yeah, you have sadness over inner child wounds. You could have lost the spirit when you were a child, or trauma that happened to you as a child that is now coming out in your adult because it's meant to be released and healed. That's why it's so painful. You've been carrying this pain and trauma around since you were a child, and that's not going to be easy to release. So you need to love yourself, love that inner child, and build that safe harbor within yourself so that you can liberate yourself from anger, frustration, and fear. And that's when everything's going to open up for you, when you let all of that go. So I hope this was helpful. I hope they came in strong for you. Please hit the like button if it did, or if you want more of these in the future. If you're feeling generous, please hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and share to whomever may need this. Thank you for your time. I love you all. See you next time. Bye. Hey, Pile 3, you picked Give Yourself Grace. And your song was Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen. So perhaps someone's waiting on a call from you, or maybe you want to call someone. I did draw your stack, but I do like to do something live for you, and I have something new that I just made. But we'll get into that in a second. Let's do your channeled cards. That's weird. It's like orbs everywhere, and I just felt like a little... This might be a kid, because that's my symbol. I only allow children to get close without... well, gotta be careful with spirits that are children, because evil likes to pretend they're children. However, my spirit guides and I have gotten good at reading that, but... when I do investigations and stuff, usually when I'm called, it's because of a mother or a child situation. That's just who I connect to the best. Children always respond to my paranormal stuff, but I just feel like the reason what I'm getting at is this is the energy I get when I come into... Like, the best one I can think of, I went to a school, it was like 5-6 years ago, was like a random place. I didn't know anything about it. It was once a school. It was like a hospital as well. It was like a really old building, but not very big. So this was something that was obviously way back in the day a school. But the minute I walked in, I just had all these hands touching me. But you can tell they're little hands that grab you like only certain heights, and there's an innocence about it and their whole energy. And I just feel like I'm surrounded by kids. I don't know if you work with kids or if this person worked with kids, or they're just an angel that helps. Yeah, my legs are ice cold. Hugging my legs. Oh boy. Is this an earthbound baby? I'm not sure yet. If it is, I will send them home. I don't know. I'm working, I don't like to tell a lot, but I'm working on just in my own right. I'm not hired by anyone, but there's a missing kid locally. She's been missing for a minute. I've been just trying to get anything. It might be her. Breaks my heart. I was hoping she was alive. I don't want to say what I heard. It's going to hurt someone's heart. Not in like a bad way, but I heard, Mama. Let's not get too sad, because this might be a baby you haven't had yet. This could be a spirit baby. We'll find out. Listen, I don't leave no child stuck on this earth. I will, no. I'm not the one. I will stay there for 3 days if it means getting that child to go home. It does take longer to cross a child over sometimes because they don't understand how we understand. This one's very little. Alright, everything is going to be okay. The sun will soon shine again and all will end well. Have faith and stay strong. I heard stillbirth. This might have been your baby. I don't think the stillbirth one is earthbound. If it's them, they're just visiting. Very vibrant, very strong spirit to be confused for earthbound. Stay calm. Trouble's coming. Watch for guidance. Step carefully. Brace for impact. They're warning about trouble here. This baby of yours. Why do you wear a mask when you really want to show the world who you are? You're hiding yourself. Hiding a truth. Hiding a trouble. Fear causes you to run. Stop running away from this. Ooh. Okay, so you're not being true about love. This baby is calling. I think this is a spirit baby. I don't think you've had this baby yet. It's definitely a girl. I'm just going to say that. It is. Oh my God. This is it's so rare. I think I've only, maybe once or twice, I've only had a channeled message from a spirit waiting to be born. So this is a child that you've had in many lifetimes. They're very persistent. They're very anxious to get back to you. You could also be pregnant. This could be them and they could still be in your belly, because it works like that as well. Or this could be, if you had a baby within the last 6 months, could also be them. Because they can't communicate with you verbally, and spirit works in mysterious ways. So if you just had a baby within the 6 months, this could be your baby trying to help you. Your baby could have some spiritual gifts. Or you could be pregnant. This is a spiritual connection with your baby, obviously, because you're sharing the same vessel. You might not even know you're pregnant. Or This is a spirit baby you are going to have later with somebody because you're running away from a love situation. You're running away from dealing with it, and this is not happy. Making them happy because they can't be born until you get with their mom and dad. So they're like, listen, you need to stop running because I need to be born on this earth. I love this spirit. Boss energy. This little girl's going to be a boss. She's going to grow up and be like some kind of ruler. I don't know what she's going to do, but damn, I'm scared. Stop trying to be perfect. I just feel like you're trying to play a part here. Maybe it's like on social media. You're pretending like your marriage is happy and it's clearly not. Or you're acting like you're fine by yourself. Could be that as well. You have bad people with bad intentions trying to knock you off your path. They aim to hurt. Grandma. I heard I'm with Grandma. I don't know what that is. This baby. It could be with a mom or a grandma. It could be your mom or it could be your grandma. It could even be an aunt. Somebody definitely older and feminine is with this little girl. Like, really trying to help her be born. They're cute. I kind of like this reading. I like spirit babies. I have 2 of them that mess with me all the time, waiting for me to pop them out. I keep trying and it ain't happening. They aim to hurt, to manipulate, to use you, and to embarrass you. I know you think they have good intentions. I know you thought you loved them. It was never true. They are not true. Why do you stay? I know you see the truth. This is your baby, man. This baby is like, you think this is love and you're not. It's not love. You're going to love my mom and dad. Like, dude. Wow. This is what they're warning you about. This trouble coming. Caution. This relationship. These bad people. They're out to hurt you. And I feel like it's somebody you're in a relationship with that they want you to. Because they want you to meet their person or their other parent. That's what they want. I'm helping you heal. You will get better from this and you will feel better again. So for the ones that did have a stillbirth, this baby coming back. It's coming back to your belly one day. Powerhouse. It will be born. Don't you worry. It couldn't last in that vessel. And that's what it's saying. Like, that vessel wasn't for me, but I'm coming back for you. So if you did have a stillbirth, I love your baby. Their energy is so cute. But they are helping you heal this baby. And this grandma energy, whoever their grandma is. At the end of the day, you should feel good about the work you're doing. And you should feel good going home to the people you're with. So you're not liking your job. This baby is just calling you. I'm sorry. Do not kill the messenger. This child ain't got time to fuck around. She wants to be born yesterday. I love her. She's cute. But anyway, I'm so sorry I had to leave you. It hurt me just as much as it hurts you. Please forgive me. Yeah, this baby feels bad. I feel like there's two babies. I don't feel like they're connected. There's one from a family that had a stillbirth. You are still together and you are meant to stay together and have this baby again. Then there is another one that's in a bad marriage. I feel like you might be in denial, but for the most part, this would be hitting home to you. Like, fuck, it's me. Like, it's going to hit home. They're like, stop ignoring it. These people are bad. Something bad's about to happen. You need to brace for impact. They're out to get you. The stillbirth people, I don't think like you have any trouble coming. Like I said, this is 2 babies. That's why I felt multiple ones. And if you haven't had any babies yet, and you're struggling, this baby's waiting to be born. You're going to have a baby. They're very sorry. The stillborn one understands and recognizes how much trauma you're still dealing with it. Traumatized by this anguish. And they feel guilty for that. But at the same time, they know that they're going to come back to you, and I think you're going to feel it. I think when you hold this baby in your arm, when it does come back, you're going to be like, there you are. There you are. You're my baby. You know. Your mama. You know. Or daddy. You know. This kid's coming. I'm telling you, this is, again, for the stillbirth. But I do feel like the other one, you're going to have this kid. Because they're gonna make you butt heads with the other parent. And like, I got time. I want to be born. They're pushing it. I have got to say, though, if this, I don't know why I'm feeling pulled to say it, but I just keep hearing daddy's girl. Daddy's girl. So if you're a male watching this daughter and you are going to be like this, 2 peas in a pod. You thought maybe you wanted a son. No, this one's going to be mini dad. Mini dad version, maybe with the mom's face, but mini dad personality. Just feel like you two are going to have, or maybe you were. Maybe this could be your dad. Maybe you were the daddy's girl. And I'm sorry I had to leave you. That could be that as well. I just feel multiple spirits, and I have to say them all. They're whirlwind romance. Ooh, fast romance in your life. I'm not sure if this is the one that they want to be born with or the bad one. What I've learned from divorce is to let go. Keep what was good in the relationship. You got married too fast, this baby's saying. Maybe you're in the process of getting divorced. A romance blooms. A new romance is blooming. I can be me. Look at you coming out of your shell. Finally choosing to be yourself. This baby's liking that. It's over. Yep, definitely. So there's one side of a relationship that's definitely ending in divorce. Families are separating because you're meant to go and have a child with somebody else, which is this very persistent daughter. I do feel like you're going to have a romance blooming very soon, but I feel like this romance blooms and I Can Be Me is for the stillbirth. I feel like your relationship might have took a little hit when you lost the baby. You could have been a little rocky, but I feel like, or it could have, with the romance blooms, it could have brought you closer, but you are, as a family, going to succeed this. Everything's going to be fine, and I could tell you, you're going to be holding this baby in the future. And I can be me, this baby says. You're gonna know it's me. I heard in sync. It's gonna be me song. I don't know what that is, but yeah, this baby's gonna come out of the woohoo. It's me. Hi guys. Like this very big personality. They might be famous. Inside the controversy over her past. So, okay, let's go over here to the divorce side. There's a lot of controversy around one, said she, so whoever's in the feminine energy, I would assume, has a very controversial past, or maybe you didn't know enough about them. Defining roles. So you're trying to figure out who you are. Maybe you have parents, or maybe you have parents. We all have parents. Maybe you are parents to other kids with this divorce side. So you're trying to define your new roles as a divorced family. I can be a kid again. Over here, back over here. I can be me. I can be a kid again. This baby energy is too cute. This baby, I don't know when they come back to Earth if they're going to be as savvy as they are to their whole life, but they're like, I want to be born. I just want, like, they remember their lives. They're up there. They've seen every life they ever had. And the opportunity to be able to come down here and be a kid again and be that innocent, and they're looking forward to it, but also being a family with you. And, you know, they might have had a million other lives with other parents, but there's a special bond with you that they're anxious to get here. But you will always find each other in life. You always give birth to this child. I think you're repeatedly having this kid and they just miss you. They miss you so much. They really wanted to be in that vessel, but it wasn't good enough. So they were like, no, I want as long as I can with these people, so I need a better vessel. So this isn't my time right now, but they are coming back. We did everything as partners and as friends. Yes. So this relationship over the stillbirth, when most people fall apart, you came together. And that makes them so happy. I'm getting emotional. Let's work together. Yes, work together on making that baby come back. Family bonding. Exactly. But this also, let's go back to this let's work together family bonding with the divorce side over here. You're learning to let's work together as co-parent, and you're trying to family bond individually now with your kids, which is an adjustment. Just focus on spending time with those kids and leave it at that. There's a lot of healing that needs to happen over here in this divorce side. We are all necessary. We are all important. Every one of these spirit babies that haven't been born, they're important. They are necessary to be birthed on this earth, and that's why they're so persistent. Over here for the divorce side, a new romance is coming for you. New romance is coming for you. A double dose of destiny. Yes, exactly. A double dose of destiny over here. You're getting a double dose because you're getting your baby back. Same soul. You're going to recognize it. You're going to feel that bond. Even as you held your deceased baby, you felt a bond with it. You're going to feel it when you hold it again alive this time. So yeah, you're going to get a double dose of destiny, as in the soul you got taken away from you and it's being brought back to you. Sometimes, for the most part, you get a different soul, but not you. You get the same baby back. That's special. And over here, the double dose of destiny is you're getting two really big, deep loves, and you're getting to be parents again with two different people. Yeah. Could be blending families together. You might have more kids with somebody else in the future, and you got to blend your kids that you have now. And then over here, all your babies. Remember how I said I was surrounded by kids? Babies everywhere. Just surrounded by kids. Kids everywhere. The truth will set you free. Maybe it's time to say you want a divorce. Maybe you haven't actually said those words yet over there. My amazing journey. Over here, the family that lost their baby, you're just going to be like, this has been a crazy ride, and we had heartbreak. We were tortured. We lost our baby, but later down the road, when you have this baby again, you're just going to be filled up with, oh my God, this was such a wild ride, but I'm so thankful for it. I'm so thankful for this baby. Yep, we can do this. You can make this baby again, and you can get through this divorce, and you can find new love again. Let's keep going. Dear you, there is a balance between activity and rest, ebb and flow. You can't have one without the other. If you are faced with an obstacle right now, the best course is surrender and non-resistance. Soon enough, you'll see how easy it is to flow around it. Now is one of those times when you must trust the river of your life. Go with the flow, and in no time you'll reach what you have your heart and hope set on. So, just go with the flow. Don't be trying to have a baby. Just know that this baby's going to come back to you. You can try to have a baby. Don't get too scientific and get caught up on we need to go have this baby right now. They're waiting to be born. Don't get hung up on it. Let it happen naturally and trust and know that it's going to happen naturally. And over here with the divorce side, don't try to fight each other. I know that a lot of people get angry and frustrated and you bicker over time with kids and stuff. It doesn't have to go that way. It can be peaceful if you choose it. Just go with the flow and don't resist anymore. Don't hold on to grudges, because this relationship is meant to end because you have more babies and a deeper love coming. Just remember, Spirit will keep your head above water and will direct the currents. When it's time for a greater effort, you'll know exactly when you'll need to work these manifesting muscles. It can be challenging to master the flow cycles of your life, but as you develop your skills, affluence will be yours. Enjoy the flow and trust those currents, for we're right here with you with our little umbrella drinks, smiling at your success. Love you so very much. Go with the flow and all's going to be okay. You gotta stop trying to control the outcome of things. Let go, surrender, non-resistance is your MO at this time. It's okay to be afraid, but as much as you can, please try to act from love rather than from fear. So maybe you're scared to go through the pregnancy again. Obviously, losing a baby, that's terrifying. You don't want to face that again. I'm in that boat. I faced it again and then I lost. And then I faced it again and then I lost again. So I understand. But you can't let fear hold you back from the good things. It might end bad. Yes, that's a possibility. But think about yourself at like 60 years old. Are you going to be upset and have baggage that you have to work through because you let fear stop you from trying? Are you going to regret letting fear stop you? Question number 1. My answer was yes. So I said, well, then I must face my fear because I don't want to be 60 years old regretting the fact that I was too afraid to even try when I could have babies. You know what I mean? Don't let fear stop you. Ask yourself that genuine question. If the answer is no, you're not going to regret it, and that's honest, maybe you're not going to have this baby, but that's your choice. Everything is subjective, and you can change this outcome if you don't like it by choosing better decisions. You've been doing a great job considering all you've been up against. You've been doing a great job with this healing. I think you feel like you're still on day 1 where you lost your child, and you feel like maybe you don't see your personal growth, or it's been really rocky. Like one day is really good and then the next day is really bad, and you just feel like you're going backwards instead of frontwards. That's depression and anxiety lying to us. You are doing better than you think. Spirit and this baby up here is reminding you you're doing a great job. You're doing amazing, just one foot in front of the other. You're strong, smart, and you got this. You're going to make it through this divorce over here for this side. You can change your life. You can walk away from things that don't serve you and still be okay. You can still be a great parent. You don't have to be married to each other. It's not a requirement to be a great parent. The truth is you're far more capable than you feel. You are far more capable of changing your life. You are far more capable of getting through turmoil, divorce, death. You are so strong, so strong. You just forgot how much you've already stood up from. Remind yourself, you're a unicorn. You have a special destiny and special gifts here. It's not your fault, this baby says. As women, we blame ourselves. Maybe I should have ate more, or maybe I shouldn't have done this, or maybe it's because this happened. You feel like it's your fault you lost your baby. It is not. This baby's coming and tell you nothing you did. There's nothing you could have changed. There's no fault of yours. It wasn't your fault. The vessel wasn't right. They wouldn't have a good quality, and that would have been more heartbreaking for you all in the end. So they're just waiting for a better vessel. Don't lose hope. And it's not your fault over here that divorce happens. I think you genuinely did love each other, and I think you genuinely were soulmates because maybe you already have kids together, and those kids were meant to be born too. So this person's meant to come in your life, and you're meant to come in theirs to teach you something. And doesn't mean you have to be enemies for the rest of your life. It's not your fault that failure happens. It's no one's fault. It is. It's part of the journey. We are soulmates, this baby of yours. Whether you're over here and you haven't had them yet, you're destined to have this baby. And your soulmate over here, you already carried this in your womb. It's coming back to you. They're mated to your soul. They don't want to live without you either. They're coming back. I'm telling you. The earth is our school. Yes, we're all here to learn horrible lessons, including losing our children and divorce. They're brutal. They have the potential to flatten us and our success and our movement in life, if you let it. Or you can learn from it, become a phoenix, and rise above it. I hope you choose the latter. We are so connected. You are very connected to the spirit. They play pranks on you. This is a jokester. If you got things moving around your house, or you hear child laughter, or things go missing, this little kid. Listen, like I said, they have a unique bond with you. Mother, whoever's watching this, whether you're mother, father, it doesn't matter. You're the one they're bonded to, and you're going to have this amazing friendship bond. So when they do grow up and they are here, you guys are going to be pranking each other. They're getting a head start. They're already trying to beat you. There's a healthy competition here. It's cute. Set your intentions with your heart and soul. Yes. You want this child back? You can have this child back. Put your heart into it. But don't try to control the outcomes. This is like, to me, like, know in your heart that baby's coming. Whether it's a new love or the one you lost. Create your own happiness. You can manifest whatever you want. You have the power to create the life you want. Regardless of what I say and the advice they give to you right now. You can change it at any minute. You are in the driver's seat of your life and the choice is yours. You are born with the choice. They're just trying to give you guidance here. Let go of control and relax into flow. So if you're trying to get pregnant and it's not happening, it's because you're not letting go of control. You're stressing yourself out. You have all this anxiety. You're making it a science project. And stress is the number one, which I call, well, it's not really a cock block. I should say semen block. For men, stress produces low sperm counts. For women, it can act as a block from you getting pregnant at all. Stress is an asshole. It can make your hair fall out. It can make your teeth fall out. It can make your skin go weird. It can make you lose weight. Stress is a dick. You need to get away from it if you're trying to have a baby. Treat yourself to something beautiful today. Love yourself. Pamper yourself, this little baby saying. Take care of yourself. I want you to feel good. Ooh, entrepreneur, look at you. Change is coming and maybe you're starting your own business. Trust and forgiveness. Trust that fate has got you and you need to forgive anger and resentments. And you need to forgive that your baby was taken from you because it was just waiting for a stronger vessel. You might have a mentor coming in to help you through this divorce over here. This is like mediation for me. I'm trying to help figure out how to deal with the kids here. But this is also your spirit baby trying to mentor you through this. Yes, you have a support team on the other side. This family member, they're supporting you. They're uplifting you. But this is also... look for help as well. If you need a support system, whether it be an attorney or a counselor or a fertility specialist, do it. Come back to source. Come back to spirituality. I feel like you have a lot of anger because your baby was taken from you or your marriage ended and you're like, I believed and I lost. So you're angry with God or whoever you believe in, which is normal with grief. However, you don't want to be pissed at them too long because they're about to give you something good, as in give you this baby back or give you this new love that you deserve. They don't take things away from you to hurt you. That's never their objective. They take things away from you for something better. Like, we get so focused on the fact that my baby died. But didn't you just hear what I said? They're coming back to you. Wouldn't you rather appreciate your baby in a better vessel with a longer life with you that's going to outlive you on this earth? That's what they're waiting for, and it will happen all in good time. Calling the storm, calling in that courage to get over your fear, to let bygones be bygones over here. Bride in a cage, that feeling stuck in a relationship they don't want. Over here for this bad toxic relationship. You're just feeling stuck and you need to get out of it. I think you need to voice yourself. If you haven't already started the divorce process, you might want to try a temporary separation. And I just feel like it's time to tell the truth. If you are already in a divorce, I do feel like you feel like that marriage or that divorce is never going to end, like just getting nitpicked to death, but it will end. Don't be stuck in a relationship you don't want, and don't allow your mind to make it bigger than it is. Black flower fragrance. Yes, this is a relationship dying over here that needs to die. And over here is the black flower was that vessel wasn't good enough for my purpose here, is what I heard from this child. It has a big purpose when they're born, and that vessel wasn't going to cut it, so they had to let go of it. Doesn't mean they let go of you. You need to let go of wanting revenge, wanting to get even over here with the divorce. There's a lot of anger and bitterness and resentments and angry words going on. You need to come back to source with the divine love, that we are all connected, that everything is meant to be. Put your mind at ease. Stop stressing out so that you can either make a baby or that you can stop fighting over here. Possibilities are limitless. This is not the end to either of your journeys, whatever side you're on. Gotta let go of that pride. Gotta get out of that ego. But then this is also you having pride in that. Why it hurts so much when we lose our children. I almost said your child. It's like, my baby was perfect. I'm so proud that they're my child. You're proud of them and they're proud of you too. That's my parent. That's what this baby is saying. Forgiveness, yes. You need to forgive whoever religious belief you have for your baby being taken, because it isn't going to be taken forever. And you need to forgive over here the spouse, and really so that this relationship can come to an end in a peaceful manner. Follow your intuition. You have spiritual gifts of your own. Trust and believe in it. It's all about healing right now. Letting go of resentments, hurt, pain, sorrow, trauma. Clean out that suitcase for all this good stuff that's coming. Surrender to resentments, yes. Shoulda, coulda, wouldas are eating you alive. You gotta let it go. Blaming others for what happened. Gotta let it go. Surrender the idea you can fix someone. The only one you can fix is yourself. If they're not willing to heal and change, you can't control that. Ooh, spirit animals around you. This baby communicates with you through spirit animals, whether it's a dog or cat, any pets. Like if you have birds flying around you, like squirrels are being funny. I'm seeing a bunny, but maybe that's because they want you to be horny little rabbits so that you make them over here. But they do talk to you through animals. Yes, they're spiritually supporting you. Look at all this support. Not just this baby, but their grandma, they said, other spirits up there are helping you. They want you to make healthier choices, especially if you are trying to prepare yourself and, get your vessel ready for carrying a baby, clear that stress. Don't make it a science project. Make it about love and passion and have a good time making that baby. Over here with healthier choices, this is not fighting through the mediation. This is not bickering over property or who's going to get the kids on Easter. It's like bigger picture here. What's important? Make healthier choices so that you can co-parent in the future better. And if you're not co-parenting, make healthier choices and just be willing to give stuff up just to get out of it, because you have better things coming and you are not going to regret it. Take that leap of faith. Have faith that that child's coming back to you, and 2, that you're going to find love again and have it. If you have kids, you're not leaving your kids behind. They're still going to be beneficial. It's going to be beneficial to them to have more siblings and another step parent. It's all going to work out in the end. You're very worried. You're so stressed out. Yeah, you're worried about your relationship. Maybe over here, maybe you feel worried that if you don't have another child, or maybe you feel like you're never going to heal from it, or you're worried that there's some kind of overlaying problem that you can't seem to fix that stems from the grief. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Your relationship is continuing to blossom, and it will if you keep putting the work into it. Your relationship's going to be okay. And over here, you're worried about you're worried about getting a divorce and being alone forever. You're worried about maybe you won't open up and allow another person in. Don't worry about that. Relationships will come when you're ready. Yeah, you're both very lonely, whatever side you're on. You're lonely without this baby. The light left when they did. You don't feel whole without them. And of course, you're not going to until they return fully. But you need to work on this loneliness and talk to the people in your life. Also, the big reason of divorce over here is because you left each other alone through a lot of pain and torment. Yeah, you both have a lot of regrets, and it's eating you alive. This is all things you need to let go, they're saying. Yep, this is all part of your spiritual journey, and you're on the right path, and everything will happen in due course and due timing. Run with the wolves. Be free. Be free and open, and just be like, all right, what's today going to bring? And if you get pregnant, you get pregnant. If you find another love, you find another love. Like, don't be hunting things. Don't be waiting and anticipating. Just go about your day in peace and don't worry about it so much. Sacrifice here. This is more towards the divorce one. Like, you need to sacrifice a temporary moment of uncomfortableness or a temporary pain to get out of something you know is wrong for you, because you're sacrificing bad love for right love. When you get rid of something that's bad for you, you're making room for something that's good for you. Also, Spirit over here, you lost your baby, they're understanding the sacrifice you paid. This is why they're going to fill your heart back up and give it back to you. It was such a deep, gut-wrenching sacrifice to make this little angel baby. The trouble is coming. They are warning ahead that there is some danger here. Hole in the soul. Missing that baby. That baby's missing you. Or over here you could be missing just being in love. Be wild and free. Follow your passions. Say what you mean. Tell the truth. If you're not happy, you're not happy. You're getting help from above. Yeah, for sure. The spirit baby is the strongest spirit baby I have ever felt. And I have no doubt that they are going to be born on this earth at some time in your belly and out your woohoos or your spouse's woohoos. Because this one is fierce and I'm loving it. All right, I hope this was helpful. I hope they came in strong for you. If it resonated, if you want more of these in the future, please hit the like button below. If you're feeling generous, please hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. No pressure though. Share away to whomever may need this. And thank you so much for your time. I will be back recording tomorrow. I'm going to try to record all week. Fingers crossed that my health stays. All right. If I do disappear for a few more days, you know my kidney is being a dinkhole. I'll be back as soon as I can. I love you all. See you next time. Bye.